we're here to help. Because this isn't just where we work, it's where we live too.
Wilson Bike and Trust, member FDIC.
Don't let concerns about today's events derail your long-term financial strategy. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand the impact of these events and make sure that your goals are top of mind. While you can't control market volatility, we'll help focus on what you can control. We can connect in several virtual ways. Start by giving me a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We're back here, Ideas Tees intermission, and going to highlight from Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance the Lady Eagle volleyball team, and something very interesting about this, and Rod Edwards joins me. Rod, in this contest, Campbell Leathers was the MVP, had 23 kills, 7 digs. Presley Campbell, 29 assists. Just a great outing by them. And here's the really interesting part about it. Kara Leathers and Gretchen Thompson, who are assistant coaches, were on that 99 team that got to the championship game. And now, you got Kara's daughter, who was named the MVP, and they win it all. That's pretty cool.
I tell you what, the genes pool sure played through, didn't it?
I guess so.
But we've heard the Leather name forever in Eagle Bowl volleyball.
Well, and Bill, you and I remember Bobby Leathers. Of course, he played at Riverdale.
Riverdale. Great genes, great family, and really, really proud of them.
It's something, Rod, that we hadn't won a state championship in volleyball in all these years, and then all of a sudden, two
in a row. Wow, one day on Thursday and then Friday of this year.
County team. That would make Eagleville the first Rutherford County team, not private school, to win it all. We've had some great volleyball teams from this county too.
We have. We've had some. I think Blackman's had 2 seconds. Siegel's been there second and thirds many times. They're constantly there, but it's always been the Williamson County teams, which in the as far as the AAA, and it was Summit and Brentwood today. I think Summit won.
I was trying to.
I'm not for sure.
It was Summit captures their first title. They beat Brentwood, which
has 17 titles.
Think would be so
I know crazy. One year when the first year Blackman went and got to the final was the year that Brentwood had used an illegal player and they were disqualified, and that's allowed them. You'd normally have to face them to get there.
Yeah.
And so they allowed Blackman to go and get the second place then in the tournament.
That was not that long ago. It was around 2020, 21, somewhere in there, wasn't it?
No.
That was it further back?
That was, no, it was about 2002, 3.
Okay. It was that far back.
That's back when I first went to Blackman Middle.
Well, I know Adam Renshaw, when he first came here, his daughter, they got to the state tournament again. His daughter, a really good player. He was down in Cleveland before coming up here in that area. Well, we'll salute the Eagleville Eagles on winning their state championship today. And I can't count up the number of state championships Eagleville has won now, but for the first 100 years or so of the school, they hadn't won one. And then a few years back when softball won their first state title, baseball followed with their first one, and now baseball's won 3 in a row and softball 2 out of the last 3.
That's right. They've become the school of champions.
I guess so.
And thing also, you boys sports, the girls have started off great here in the fall. They've got Central Magnet was, second, and then in golf. And then we have 2 state championships in volleyball. And we'll wait to see what happens in soccer. Stewart's Creek is going to be hosting Saturday. I think Siegel has to go on the road, play Ray County, and then Central Magnet's going to Signal Mountain, and I think Stewart's Creek's holding facing Walker Valley at their place, and the winners on Saturday go to the state for soccer.
Well, we'll see what happens. And, of course, we're talking football playoffs here after another week, this week and next week. So definitely getting into the postseason in our fall sports. What do you have defensively here in this first half in the football game here between Smyrna and Laverne? Right now, Smyrna up 14-0.
Well, as far as Laverne goes, they haven't done a great job, but they have a few guys that are really playing good defense. And that goes to Isaiah Thompson has 5 tackles in the game. Kevin Ruiz has 3. And Elijah Phillips has 4 and has a fumble recovery, which prevented a touchdown, kept the game close for a while. And Jacoby Miller has 3 tackles. Now for Smyrna, leading with tackles is Dalen Sanders, the linebacker. He has 6 tackles. And then Jerry Martin, their star defensive lineman, has 3. Anthony Staples has 3 from the defensive line. Jordan Bartley, a linebacker, has 3. So they're kind of spreading it out a little bit. And then we have a tackle for loss by Noel Jagger. He has 2 tackles, but 1 was for a loss. And Denzel Yarborough has a sack.
All right, very good. Your halftime stats from our friends at Fans Heating and Air. Also, winners' trophies and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. When we come back, a full rundown of the scores we have on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, and we should be ready for your second half. It's Smyrna up 14-0 over Laverne. Second half coming up straight ahead. That's been your Ideas Tees intermission on WGNS and Big G TV.
Hi, this is Norman and Beth Brown.
I was at a restaurant one morning and the waitress says, "There's 3 little kittens strapped under an air conditioning unit." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, we're in the business. Let me call my husband."
And I received the call. I immediately dispatched the tech and we rescued the kittens.
3 little kittens, so sweet. Meow.
Yep, everyone goes beyond the call of duty at Roscoe Brown with heating and air, water purification, insulation, and more.
Roscoe Brown.
RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
At the law offices of John Day, we take only real cases that make a real difference.
The law offices of John Day took the burden really off of my shoulders.
So if you think you're going to get rich quick with a frivolous case, I'm not the lawyer for you.
I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done so much. I know you went over and beyond.
If we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation.
We're at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive, where, of course, they've got barbecue and smoked chicken, ribs, but they have other favorites.
Our chicken tenders are delicious. We bread them here ourselves. We have so many different kinds of sides, and our nachos are really good and popular. I love the menu. I could literally eat here every day.
Anne-Marie Brent's at Rick's Barbecue.
We're thankful for the customers. We have a lot of regulars, loyal customers that come in, and when they come in, I already know their order.
Bet you're hungry now. We'll see you at Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Thank you very much. Our game tonight, Mr. Andy Womack, also being brought to you by Sir Pizza, J. Mullins Jewelry, Winners Trophies, Donut Country, along with Parks Auction, Toots Good Food and Fun, Roscoe Brown Heating and Air, Dr. Automotive, and Wilson Bank and Trust. Time to get an update on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Here we go. Halftime. Eagleville up 7-0 over Zion Christian. Also at the half, it's Oakland 42, Stewart's Creek nothing. Halftime, Riverdale 21, Rockville 7. And last score we had just a few minutes before halftime, maybe even there now, Blackman up 24-17 over the Siegel Stars. Our score here, 14-0, Smyrna on top. Concord Christian, start of the fourth quarter, leading Providence Christian 28-24. And I think if I'm right, if Providence Christian loses this game, that will drop them to at least second. I don't think they would be able to play for a championship. Now, if there's a three-way tie with MTCS, PCA, and Concord with one loss in region play, because MTCS beat Concord, I think that opens up a whole can of weirdness, Bill, with a three-way tie at the top and a small region to boot.
And he goes into those tiebreakers, and you just go down through there, and who knows how that turns out.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I've had this question with more than one person this week, and you can both chime in. Every region can set what their tiebreakers are. Am I correct on that?
And for football, there is direct. They have to go. The TOSAA sets those rules.
Okay.
So there are definite tiebreakers that they have
Just
to go.
football.
Just for football.
Okay.
Every sport is different. Everybody sets their own. Coach Association has their own things. But in high school football, it's the TOSAA is in control of how that goes down.
That's much better than I thought. Shouldn't that be that way for all sports, though?
You would think
all
that,
regions,
but some sports do things a little differently. So, like, for instance, in basketball, TOSAA will tell you, we don't care how you give us our 4 region teams, just give us 4 teams. So then that's where it comes down to, all right, you go into these coaches' meetings, and then there's bylaws and all that kind of stuff. TOSAA, with the football, there's specific set rules on how the tie-breaking procedures go.
Well, as a coach, that would drive me crazy. There's nothing worse, Rod, than flipping a coin for a spot.
Isn't that the truth? I argued that case a long time ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you ever have to flip a coin?
Well, there was a 3-way tie. I said, hey, let's take the 3 of us, take our record, win, how many points you scored, how much you allowed. At least that's it's done on the field. It's not, done with a flip.
Did you win the coin flip?
No, they didn't agree with me.
You got to think about it like this, Brian. TOSAA takes over the tournaments once you hit region play.
Gotcha.
That's why it's different for football.
And this is always region.
It's always region, so that's why.
There you go. It's going to be the Wolverines kicking off here as we start our second half action. And this is Christian Chilapilla. No. How did you say it before?
Chilpilli.
Chilpilli. Must be Italian. I'm Leanna. I can't talk Italian. It's going to be taken by Smyrna and Sturgis from the 25 to the 30 to the 35, and a little low gravity run to about the 39.
Well, he just doesn't stop running. He's been impressive tonight. He really has been for the Bulldogs.
It's like he was crawling on his hands and knees there.
Brian, in the second half, you feel like this game is a lot farther away than 14-0. If you're Laverne, you just got to tell your guys, we only wanted to have a chance in this fourth quarter. You're 2 plays away from having a chance to win this game. They're right kind of where they want to be, even though they don't have a lot of stats. If you're Matt Williams, you got to really preach no turnovers and finish drives here, starting here in the third quarter.
Going with a different back here, Travell Gordon. And going to stumble across to the 46-yard line there. So a nice about 7-yard gain there, looks like. Gorillo on the tackle.
Gordon's a little bigger back, a little change of pace.
2 wide bottom, 1 up to the top here, and Gordon plowing right up the middle. Going to get it to between the 48 and 49. I think he's going to be just a little bit short. Welch making the tackle there. So a third down now and just a touch over a yard. 2 up top. The one at the bottom here is Yanni Morales, wideouts, and A.J. Jackson, the junior quarterback, with the hard count, now steps up to the line of scrimmage. Back in the pistol with Gordon behind him. Gordon straight up the middle. First down and more to the 45-yard line of Laverne. And that goes for 7 yards. Well, I can tell you if the first few plays of the second half show us anything, it's we're going to challenge you right up the middle and stop me if you can.
I think Smyrna's getting back to basics. That's their strength of their team, their line, and they're not playing around.
Green making the tackle for Laverne. Another Gordon run. And he's going to be across the 40 to the 37-yard line, and another 7-yard run. Well, 7 yards at a clip, you're going to get there pretty quick.
I think Matt Williams will take that every time.
Gorillo on another takedown for Laverne. I want to remind you, after we're done here tonight, we'll wrap everything up and give it over to Court Steer for some post-game scores and such. Runs off tackle right side to the 36, and there is a flag.
It's another good throw right there by the official on the flag.
Yeah, it was. It's going to be a hold against Smyrna as this play comes back. Well, that's one thing that will make 7 yards and a cloud of dust a little harder when you get behind the chain.
I don't really think he had to hold on that play. He just kind of, out of frustration, kind of held him and got him back here. Now I think Laverne jumps off sides.
Sure did. And that was linebacker shooting in there. So we're just moving back and forth here. So the 5 yards plus make it 2nd and 8 instead of 2nd and 13 now. Wide side is the near side. They're moving right to left. Jackson going to the air, puts it up high, and only man can pull it down is Sakori Weathers. 30, 20, and out of bounds right at the 20. Well, that was a case, Bill, of run, and then a 24-yard pass.
That was a great job by Weathers, catching the football and then accelerating and getting inside the red zone for the Bulldogs.
Welch making a big tackle there for Laverne. They are in the John Day legal red zone and go with Gordon. Powers his way to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. What a run by Travell Gordon, the junior, his 3rd touchdown of the season. And an impressive opening drive of the second half.
Oh, Smyrna really just established that line right there, stayed with it. Other than the one penalty, just ran it down their throats and got into the end zone for that 3rd score touchdown.
And Gordon was a workhorse on that drive. And now flags as Smyrna is going for 2 here after the ball got away. But the penalty flag is going to be procedure against Smyrna.
They tried to hurry. I think they weren't lined up properly.
So now, is there a different decision here? We've got Daniel Aldana getting ready, lining it up here after the Toots touchdown. Don't forget, weekend ribs done right at Toots. Full slab of barbecue ribs and a side, just $14.99 all day tomorrow and Sunday at Toots. Good food and fun. The point after is up and good. And with 8:52 to play in the 3rd quarter, it's 21-0. Smyrna on top of Laverne State Farm Prep Sports.
America's Thrift Stores is now open at the corner of Middle Tennessee and MLK Jr. Boulevard. Whether you're thrifting for a one-of-a-kind statement piece, name brand jeans, or just browsing for the thrill of the find, America's Thrift offers unbeatable value with prices up to 70% off retail. Don't miss the deals. Don't miss the fun. Come celebrate the grand opening of America's Thrift Stores in Murfreesboro. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for all the details.
Message provided by the Rutherford Opioid Board.
What's the location of your emergency? I think my kid OD'd.
Hi, I'm Craig Harris. I'm County Commissioner of Rutherford County. One of the reasons I ran for office is because I wanted to bring awareness to the opioid epidemic that's impacting our county. To stop providing this epidemic with people as we educate.
946 overdose calls countywide in 2023.
We have a lot to do, and we have to come together as a community because this problem's not going away.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
And here's your kickoff to Laverne. Inside the 10, it is going to be bobbled by Dixon. Does pick it up and going to be smothered shy of the 20-yard line. And it is going to be some tough sledding here for the Wolverines. Down 21-0 now in this one.
Boy, the Wolverines need something positive on offense this drive, Brian. Already down 3 scores.
3rd quarter here. A lot of other games are at halftime. from all the updates that we're able to bring you. I think Verne probably needs a fairly quick score if they can get it. Dixon going to run it left side, and flags from both directions fly in.
On the run, penalty flag thrown.
It's Drayden DeMoss.
Number 51, Martin.
And we will see what the penalty markers are all about. Holding.
Against Laverne.
So Laverne going to be backed up here after that penalty. Martin on the tackle. Drayden DeMoss is a senior.
Already the 7th penalty for 50 yards tonight for the Wolverines.
That will make it 1st and 20. Scoreboard says 19, so we'll go with that. So we got a yard gain and then a 10-yard penalty. And Thompson runs it left side. Martin brings him down after getting right back to the line of scrimmage. Had a hard time seeing whether that was Thompson or Trotter.
They look similar.
They do, and from this angle, this is about as far away because they're on the far side on the left hash, moving left to right. So 2nd and 17. And here's a nice run by DeMoss to the 15. Gets it to about the 16, 17-yard line. Ball must have come loose late, but it's going to be Laverne ball with a 3rd down and 10. See where that penalty killed you?
It just kills you right there.
That would have been a 1st down, wouldn't it? German on the takedown for Smyrna. 7:19, or 7:10 rather, to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's a 3-touchdown lead for the Bulldogs. 2 wide far side. Slot back is Thompson. He's going to get the ball and run it left side, turn it upfield for a short gain. They're going to give him forward progress to about the 24, though, looks like.
Got about 6 on that play.
So it brings up a 4th down, and Laverne going to be forced to punt it away. Sanders, Morgan for the Bulldogs teaming up. Sanders 31 tackles coming into this game. Morgan 41 with an interception and a fumble recovery. Smyrna going to get really good field position here as Morales is back at the 42. Nice move, takes it to the right and lost the football. I think Laverne may have it. Looks like they have recovered the football. 2nd turnover of the night by the Bulldogs, and that gives the Wolverines new life here.
Boy, just when it was looking bleak for the Wolverines, special teams comes up with a big turnover, gets them on the plus side of the field, sets it up at the 42-yard line for the Wolverines.
Morales with some fancy footwork, Bill, but when he got that ball kind of away from his body, that's when it came loose, stripped away.
Tried to make a play there, and Wolverines stripped it out.
2 wide here to the near side. The give is going to be to Thompson. Looking for a hole to turn it up. Nothing to do there, but be dropped at the 45 and flags in there. Martin was the one who was there. Gosh, I've called his name a ton tonight. He's the leading tackler on the team with 49. He's got 6 sacks coming into this game and 2 blocked field goals. Is he your defensive MVP? I'd say so. Another hold against Laverne. It's going to be declined, though.
Result of the play is a 3-yard loss. 2nd down.
So it's 2nd down. So instead of taking the penalty, they just decide to decline that. And DeMoss pulls it back. Going to go into the air, and the pass is broken up. to De'Arian Hall, but there is a flag there. I'm not sure what they're going to call. I would think maybe it's a possibility of some interference. Hall got kind of down there in front of the defenders. There were 2 defending on that play.
DeMoss gave him a chance, even though there were 2 defenders. Good ball thrown.
Kind of hung up in the air a little bit.
It did.
Unfortunately, someone snuck downfield that shouldn't have been. And there was pass interference as well. So 2 penalties on that, and they offset. So a Laverne penalty and the Smyrna penalty result in offsetting situation. There's a lot of discussion here. Now they're on the far side.
I think the Laverne coaches are asking for an explanation.
Right now it's 2nd and 13. There's not going to be one. They're going to put the ball down at the 45. The nose of the football at the 45.
Just a lot of confusion on what just happened.
Now Laverne trying to get everybody in the right spots. And now the White Hat is taking a look at Thompson, and I bet there's blood. Wouldn't you think?
Some blood. And you have to get him off the field when that's in that situation.
Well, that's not what Laverne wanted. There, I think that's 99, and I don't have a 99, so unfortunately can't tell you who this is in the backfield, but it's DeMoss going to keep it. Oh, brought down by guess who? Jerry Martin III. What a beast.
Got a Bulldog down as well.
I think that's
injury timeout on the field.
I don't think that's. I think it's a 5, but I can't really tell. I know I saw Martin run out of there, and it is 5, which would be Amari Hill. I think maybe he just got rolled on there.
I think Martin was so fast coming in there to make the play, he kind of got one of his own guys.
He took out his own player and Laverne at the same time. It's almost like he knew exactly what play they were going to run there.
It was like he was in their playbook.
It's just a remarkable night for that young man tonight, Jerry Martin. 3rd down, 15 yards to go. Laverne, to get a first down, has to get it to the 32 of Smyrna. 5:18 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's Laverne trailing 21-0. They're going to work it here from the far hash. Big Keelan Booth over the football. Snaps it. Back to DeMoss in the pocket. Throws a nice ball there to the far sideline, but incomplete to De'Arian Hall. Good coverage by Smyrna to bring up 4th down. There was really no way Hall could get under that one.
No. Good defense right there by Smyrna. DeMoss gave him a chance, but there was really good coverage by the Bulldogs right there, setting up a 4th down. And again, Brian, you're kind of in no man's land, down 3 scores. I think you're going to have to go for this 4th down right here.
So on 4th down, they do leave Drayden DeMoss in the offense out there. Going to have 5 wide, 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. They go to the air. And a jump ball pulled down by the Wolverines. Yes. Number 9, Jackson Duncan. Jackson Duncan, the senior wide receiver, pulls it down for a huge first down. Jackson, Jackson Duncan, and that goes for 22 yards. First bank, first down, Wolverines.
What a big conversion on fourth down, Brian.
Best drive of the night, now a flag.
Penalty flag, stop the play.
And another Laverne penalty, this one a procedure penalty to back him up 5.
Illegal procedure.
Feels like every time Laverne gets a positive play, they back it up with a penalty that breaks the momentum a little bit.
1 step forward, 2 back, right?
Got to get out of your own way.
So now 1st and 15 from the 30. DeMoss going to run it and runs right into a wall of defenders.
Tackle by Martin.
And Martin again. I mean, he's in every gap.
He's plugging all the gaps tonight.
I guess so. I want him on a sinking ship with me. 3:50 to go here in the third quarter. Laverne facing a 2nd down and 15. Big conversion to get him down here. Best drive of the night for Laverne. Trailing 21-0. And here's a run to the near side. It's De'Arian Hall. Can't turn the corner. Now a flag. And it was the way he was brought down. That's the issue, I would think.
Penalty flag on the play.
There will be some discussion, but this could be a positive play for the Wolverines. They do point Smyrna's way as the discussion continues. And it is a horse collar.
Personal foul, horse collar.
So that is a huge penalty there and gets Laverne in the John Day legal red zone now.
Take the ball down to the
Law offices of John Day providing free consultations, and they only get paid if you win. 2nd down and a yard to go. Certainly helps with the down and distance situation. DeMoss going to get that first down as he takes it right up the gut.
DeMoss on the run.
On the delay run to the 12. Picks up 4 there. And another first bank first down for the Wolverines. Well, Bill, you got to think this is a must-score drive here for Laverne now.
You have to. Yeah, and there's, under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. You've driven the ball all the way down the field. You've converted a 4th down play. You got a penalty right here that got you another first down. You got to punch this one in the end zone.
Austin is one of the 2 receivers here to the near side, but it's going to be straight run to the 10. And now a flag after the play.
No telling.
Nope. Staples made the tackle. This was in there where someone heard something. Personal foul, Smyrna.
Wow.
Personal foul against Smyrna.
And now it's personal foul, Laverne. So it is offsetting.
Well, they've set the precedent, Brian, this rivalry game. They know it's the second oldest rivalry in the county, and they know there's going to be chippiness, and anything extra is going to be flagged tonight. And they're not going to let anything happen tonight.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. 3-yard run by Rockvale. They draw within 1 touchdown. It's 21-14 Riverdale, 6:33 to play in the third in that one on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Laverne going to roll out with an empty backfield. DeMoss looks to the right, now going to run up the middle, has some room. He's at the 5. And he's going to be pulled down there short of the first down marker, but a nice 3rd down run of 7. Or 2nd down run to make it 3rd and short. Well, they throw out the 5 wide there, Bill, and then he just tucks it and runs.
Tucks and runs and got all he could get. Tried to get a little bit extra as he took some contact and sets him up in a 3rd and short right here. As the Wolverines try to punch this one in.
Jager and Morgan on the tackle. Michael Trotter is in as a split back. Going to try to open up a hole here for DeMoss, and it's going to be very close. Martin laid the wood down here, but does he get a yard? Needed a yard.
It's very, very close.
I think it's going to be 4th down.
No gain on the run.
No gain on the run. Thanks to Mr. Jerry Martin III. So 4th and a yard. Wolverines going to try to punch it in here, or at least get the first down. They're a yard away. 4th down here for the Wolverines. DeMoss runs right side and runs into the Smyrna Bulldogs, but does he get forward progress? I think not. No, sir. And the Bulldogs are going to take over on downs. What a defensive stand here by Smyrna.
Huge stand for the Bulldogs right there, turning them over.
Noah Jager, and Zarian Butler closing the door down. So 1st and 10. Smyrna going to have their work cut out for them here at the 3-yard line, though. 22 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Got to be safe down here for sure if you're Smyrna. Jackson and his back Gordon are in the end zone. Gordon just going to plow forward, breaks a tackle, 10. He's at the 20, foot race 30, foot race 40, 50, 40, 30, 20. Can he take it all the way? Yes, indeedly do. 97 yards. And there are no flags on the field. Travell Gordon, 2nd touchdown of the night, 4th of the season, and I dare say probably the longest of his career.
What a run by Gordon. Bounced off a couple of tacklers, and then it was just off to the house. It was just a foot race, and he won it to the end zone.
Who said it was going to be tough at the 3? Me? What do I know?
That's just what they wanted. That's what they wanted, Brian.
Oh, a Toots touchdown for Smyrna in a big way. Don't forget, Wednesday's all about the famous chicken finger basket at Toots. $6.99 at lunch, $7.99 at dinner. Can't beat those deals. The extra point is up by Aldana and good, and your new score, 28-0. We're going to the 4th quarter as well on State Farm's Prep Sports.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we're committed to providing local car owners with top-notch auto repair services. With over 2 decades of experience, our ASC certified master technicians are experts in both foreign and domestic vehicles, ensuring accurate diagnosis and timely, cost-effective repairs. From oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Dr. Automotive, keeping your car running smoothly, mile after mile. Visit our website, SmyrnaAutoRepair.com.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams, and this is State Farm Prep Football.
Our game tonight on WGNS and Big G TV, brought to you in part by Good Neighbor State Farm agent Emerson Williams in Smyrna, 199 Enon Springs Road West at Hazelwood Drive. Emerson Williams, InsureMeBig.com.
Well, Brian, that was just a devastating set of events for the Wolverines. You know, they drove it all the way down the field, got to their 3-yard line to get stopped. And on the next play, Smyrna goes 97 yards for a touchdown with Gordon. Now you're down 28-0. Got to get some momentum on offense. Get a couple first downs here if you're the Wolverines.
New score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. It's 20-0 Eagleville. 3 minutes left in the third. Here is a big update from the Blackman-Siegel game. 27-24 Blackman. Siegel, an interception by Bryson Green on Blackman's first drive of the second half. Carson with the keeper for a touchdown on 3rd and goal. And with 6:19 to play in the third, Blackman 27, Siegel 24. That has just become a war. So Blackman apparently had a field goal in the third. And that touchdown, that is a huge update right there. Thanks to Trey Andrus for that one. You just never know night after night in this league, I'm telling you.
You really don't. You never know get week to week.
I'm glad I'm not a betting man.
No, we don't need that. We don't need bet MGM on high school football games. Oh, man.
Boy, what a black eye that is. And to start the season, I wonder if the timing had to do with the season starting and all that, the NBA. But there is an injured Laverne player while we're just chatting it up here, and we can't see really who that is, so they're dealing with that. And on the coldest night of the season, probably a cramp. Of course, it would work out to be that, looks like, from this vantage point. I don't see – I do have well, I told you the Rockvale within one score of Riverdale, 21-14 in that one. That's another very close game. And Rockvale's become a really tough place to play. That's a third quarter score. Get that one updated for you on our scoreboard here as well. So,
Friday night in Rutherford County, Brian, you wouldn't expect anything less.
I don't think that there has been another score in the Oakland and Stewart's Creek game. The score I had was adios, I'm headed home from the person giving me scores from out there. So that's what we got for you. So, and the player for Laverne, De'Arian Hall, is going to walk off. He's going to be in good shape.
Great TOA trainers from both sides out there making sure the young man's okay. Brad Rowland, the head of the TOA trainers, does a great job.
I think I've updated you on everything that I know that's going on out there. Found another source for that Siegel information too. So DeMoss on the run after we get back underway, going here. On 1st and 10, picks up 4 that time to the 30-yard line. Sanders and Hines combine on that tackle. Brody Hines coming into the game, 40 tackles, a sack, fumble recovery, and a pass defended. Second down for Laverne. Just underway here in the fourth. It's 28-0 in favor of the Smyrna Bulldogs. And now flag. Smyrna's pointing at Laverne. Laverne's pointing at Smyrna.
I think it's on Laverne.
And you are right. Procedure penalty backs them up to the 25.
Oh, another example, Brian. You get 5 yards on first down, you give it right back on a false start.
Interestingly enough, last year the score was 36-0. In 2023, it was 16-0. There is a fumble, and it's the first turnover of the game for the Wolverines as Smyrna has recovered the fumble. Now a flag. And there were nobody was on that far side except Laverne when that flag was thrown, and the white hat threw it.
So you would think it might be something on Laverne right here. Something said maybe.
And so if this is going to be the personal foul penalty, unsportsmanlike, ooh, Smyrna.
Against Smyrna.
Well, that changes things a lot. With that being the case, that certainly was a very late flag thrown. I guess maybe he saw something from afar.
Must have.
Well, that gives Laverne some new life here. No. The fumble, it was after that, so they're going to back up Smyrna to the 45. So there you go. Get it all straightened out for you. And Jackson with the give. Sturgis, 40, 35-30. He fumbled it. And Laverne is going to pick it up at the 20-yard line. Third turnover of the night for the Bulldogs. Force, fumble, and recovery. Welch.
Coach Williams is going to be a little upset tonight when this one's over. All the turnovers, all the penalties, stuff they got to clean up.
And they've all been fumbles.
I mean,
just not protecting the football
just not
there.
protecting the football. It had opportunities to score. He's going to have some film study this week, and they're going to be able to get their attention.
So that gives the Wolverines the ball right at the 20-yard line. After 3 quarters of play, Oakland's up 49-0, and a timeout. Laverne here will take one as well. 10:28 to play. State Farm Prep Sports.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
So what if your roommate decides to microwave a metal mixing bowl and sets your apartment on fire? I'm State Farm agent Alex Williams. Auto, renters, frankly any kind of insurance, I've got your back. Call me at 615-898-1150.
When it comes to building your dream home in Rutherford County, America's Home Place has the winning game plan. Step into the Mount Juliet showroom and call your own plays. Pick the house plan, flooring, cabinets, countertops, and more, all under one roof. Build it your way on your land with a builder you can trust. Visit 4157 North Mount Juliet Road or call 615-784-0030. America's Home Place, helping Rutherford County families score big with custom homes.
I'm State Farm agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
1st and 10 for the Wolverines, and inside counter going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Jerry Martin III on the big takedown of Thompson.
Well, Thompson's been a workhorse tonight.
Jerry Martin III has 10 tackles so far in tonight's game, and you add that to his 49 coming into the game. He has blocked more field goals, has more sacks, and more tackles than anybody on the team. 2nd down and 10. Going with an empty set here for Drayden DeMoss. No, this is Hanlon back in at quarterback and throws it right into the hands of the Smyrna Bulldogs. It's Brody Hines. Is it a pick six? It is. Pick six takes it 20 yards to the end zone. Bulldog touchdown. Makes it 34-0 with the extra point upcoming. Toots, by the way, don't forget their burger day is every Tuesday at Toots Good Food and Fun. $6.99 for that bacon cheeseburger, half pound and all of it. Aldana for point. They line it up here. Your holder is Vincent Morgan. Ooh, snap a little wide. They get it down just in time and get it in through the uprights, and now flags everywhere. We'll sort all of this out after the timeout. Your new score is 35-0. Smyrna on top. State Farm Prep Sports.
Looking for the best Blue Raider gear in town? Raider Tees has you covered. From stylish apparel and hats to unique MT-themed gifts and accessories, we've got everything a true Blue Raider fan needs. Whether you're headed to the game, shopping for a fellow fan, or just want to show off your Middle Tennessee pride, Raider Tees is the go-to spot. Stop by 111 East MTCS Road, right across from MTCS, and check out our unbeatable selection. Raider Tees, bigger, better, and go blue.
Hey there, it's Brian, and I wanted to share just one reason why I've been a customer of First National Bank of Middle Tennessee for years. What I love most is how they're always there for me, no matter what I need. I know I'm not just another number. When I have a question, I can count on getting a real answer from a real person who knows me and my financial goals. They're always showing up for me, and they can for you too.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
The penalty, by the way, was unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wolverines. So that's going to be assessed on this kickoff here.
This is where my arena football field goal right here.
Yeah.
Let's kick it through the uprights, get 3 points out of it.
Going to kick it from the 45 of Laverne. Going to the fourth quarter in that Riverdale-Rockville game. It's just a one-score game now, 21-14. Here, we should have a running clock as soon as toe meets leather here on the kickoff. It's going to be caught inside the 5 by Laverne and tackled at the 15-yard line is Denham Hall. He took a pretty good clothesline at the end of that
That was
one.
a hit.
Levesque on the takedown there. And on special teams, that's his third.
If you're Coach Johnson, Brian, not a lot has gone right tonight. They're battling. They keep battling. They got to get out of their own way and start, some of those self-inflicted wounds and penalties and that kind of stuff.
That's been the biggest issue for sure tonight. DeMoss slings it here near side. Pass is caught, and then Duncan is clobbered at the 20. That is a tough way to get 4 yards.
Number 21 on the stop is Cap Cup.
Cap Cup on the tackle there.
I think that was Declan Hanlon at quarterback back into the game.
Well, I see DeMoss in there. I guess they're running DeMoss out as a wideout.
They're running 2 quarterbacks out of this formation.
And DeMoss is going to be kind of one of the wing backs along with Thompson here, and he's going to be in motion. Tries to turn it up at the numbers. Pushes forward to the 24-yard line. So that picks up 4 yards to bring up a 3rd and short.
Number 42 on the stop, Jordan Edwards.
26-0 Eagleville.
It's 3rd down 1.
New score. Don't think that's a final, but it may be. They were in the 3rd quarter. But that was only 13 minutes ago. Similar play with Thompson running right side, and he's going to get the first down with forward progress up to the 27 with that 2-yard gain. Only needed a yard, and it's a First Bank first down.
And number 42, Edwards on the stop.
I've been impressed tonight, Brian, with the Smyrna defense, especially the defensive line. I know Martin, but really the whole defensive line has really controlled the game tonight.
On the previous play, had Hazard and Edwards. That's a weird name. Edwards. Back to pass is the freshman Hanlon, and the pass is completed, but gosh,
Yes.
these wide receivers, that was Denham Hill on the catch, but they've been taking a punishment at the end of the plays.
With the catch. Levesque with the stop. 3-yard gain.
Smyrna with the score at 20. I'll make that 35-0, and the clock running. Have definitely run out a lot of substitutes. So we're trying to get as many kids mentioned here as possible. And here's a long pass, trying to air it out as Hanlon, and incomplete, but a flag is thrown.
The flag is down.
Well, we're approaching 20 flags in the game combined tonight.
Well, I'm glad that's not my job to keep up with them. My goodness. It's a hold against Smyrna.
And I will say, Brian, this crew has got the flag tossing down to a T.
Yes, they do. They should be putting on a coaching or an official clinic.
This is how you do it. Make sure everybody can see it.
Maybe they've got, some special fuel in them or something, gives them a little air. 1st and 10 with the penalty. 4 in the backfield in this formation. And it is going to be DeMoss carrying it for 4 yards.
DeMoss on the carry.
Here to the near side. Clock at 4:26. It's 35-0, and the clock is running. The rule was changed. Instead of being 35, the clock runs at 30 points. And but it did not start until that last touchdown for Smyrna. Cup, Gaddis teaming up on the tackle for Smyrna. Here's Thompson running it right side, trying to get the edge, and barely does for a couple with, guess what, I think flags. Yes.
More flags.
There was a fumble at the end of that play, and Smyrna's going to come away with it. So they will take over at the 44-yard line. That was a penalty marker and not a flag, I guess. I thought it was a flag. Regardless, we've got Bulldog timeout, so we'll talk about it here. 3:32 to play in this one on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is Craig Buckner with Mills Family Pharmacy.
Customized services
We call it Happy Hiney Cream for a diaper rash.
to meet your needs.
We make that in our lab.
Custom medications
For women's health, we specialize in hormone replacement therapy,
specifically for you.
compounds for weight loss,
Mills Family Pharmacy offers a wide range of compounding,
the liquid, suppository.
all to create medications for you.
We can flavor medications. We offer medical grade supplements.
Next to Toots on South Church at Veterans Parkway.
Do you love WGNS Radio? Well, now you can watch it too. WGNS Big G TV brings your favorite radio shows live and on demand. From breaking news and community talk to Rutherford County's top local sports. We've got it all right at your fingertips. Watch anytime, anywhere. WGNS Big G TV, where radio comes to life.
WGNS and Big G TV, your front row seat to Rutherford County Prep Sports.
Sturgis on a 17-yard run while we were in the timeout. It was a quick one, and now stumbles at the line of scrimmage after picking up a first down. It is 2nd down and 10. First final of the night is in, and Oakland Patriots a winner over Stewart's Creek 49-0. They head into the Battle of the Borough undefeated. Got another interesting score to pass along here as well after this next play. And here is a long run by Malik Pitts. And Pitts is going to score the touchdown 27 yards away. Malik Pitts on the TD run. The sophomore finding the end zone. Another touchdown for the Bulldogs and make Laverne pay on the turnover. 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in this one. And it is appearing, if Smyrna can hold on to the shutout, the third shutout win in a row over Laverne. Kick is away by Aldana, and it is good. New score here from Smyrna, 42-0. The lead over the Laverne Wolverines, 2:23 to play. State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
When a family member is lost as a result of someone else's negligence, the grief can be unbearable. It also leaves you with a lot of questions like, how did this happen? Who's responsible? And is my family going to be okay? That's a lot to go through, but with the law offices of John Day on your side, you don't have to go through any of it alone. We understand what you're going through, and we have the experience to get the answers, justice, and compensation your family deserves. Call the law offices of John Day.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and renters insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We are back and we're ready for the kickoff to Laverne. Taken at the 14-yard line. And running it out of bounds is Denham Hill over on the far side. 2:10 to play in this one. Our game brought to you by Sir Pizza. They sponsor our Game and Coaches Show podcast, and you can find them at WGNSSports.com or wherever you listen to audio. That's Sir Pizza, East Main, South Church, and Memorial Boulevard. Got a few updates on the scoreboard. 34-24, Blackman over Siegel as they start the fourth quarter. And the Smyrna band has already started the the fight song. So I guess they're kind of feeling it. It's going to be a Smyrna win for sure, but can they get the shutout, I guess, is the next thing they're trying for here. And Thompson reverses field, takes it right side, and he's still going to be brought down for a loss of about 4 or 5. Minute 14 to go, clock running. Complete scoreboard update coming up at the end of the contest. We've got one final in so far, and that's Oakland, a winner this evening. Next week, by the way, it's the Battle of the Borough, Blackman and Rockvale. That could be a huge game. If Rockvale can come back and beat Riverdale tonight, for sure. Siegel plays Laverne at Siegel, and Smyrna will host Stewart's Creek in the Mayor's Cup. That's Thursday night. Then Friday night, MTCS versus PCA will have that game, and, of course, the Battle of the Borough. Eagleville will travel to Fayetteville on Friday. Here's the freshman Hanlon back to pass, and what a grab by Denham Hill. Over here in Smyrna territory at the 46-yard line. That's Denham Hall with the long catch, which will probably end the game here. 33 seconds left. 97-yard fumble return by Nate Underwood in Riverdale with 4:47 to play is up 28-14. So a 2-score lead for Riverdale there. And the clock reaches 0. And we are done with this one. Another Laverne-Smyrna battle is in the books. And your final score tonight, the Smyrna Bulldogs a winner, 42-0. Stay with us. It's your Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. That is coming up next for you on State Farm Prep Sports.
Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance are the leading experts in sports medicine and performance, and the team physicians for NFL, college, and high school athletes across Tennessee. TOA offers same-day appointments, walk-ins, and urgent care for acute orthopedic injuries that can't wait. TOA is proud to support Rutherford County high school athletes. Having a specialized care team you trust can make all the difference in your athletic journey. To find a TOA location near you, visit TOA.com.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more. That never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. Let's hear what some customers have to say about Dr. Automotive.
Been coming to them ever since he opened up. Good family. I recommend other people to get them repaired here because I knew they would do it and do it right. Been happy to send people to him because I trust what he does so much.
We're crazy about him. It's all about the doctor.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
Whether it's a cough, a fever, or something you can't quite name, MMC Now makes care easy. Walk right in, get seen quickly, and your visit connects directly to your MMC doctor. Care you trust, with providers you know, with digital check-in and multiple locations around town. MMC Now is here when you need us.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic.
At Middle Tennessee Electric, we see the lines that link us all, illuminating our neighborhoods, empowering our businesses, and helping us to recharge. Because we believe in the power of good energy. Whether it comes from our grids, the sun, or a kind heart. And as your family and our region continue to grow, you can trust that we'll always be there for you. Middle Tennessee Electric, bringing good energy.
America's Thrift Stores is now open at the corner of Middle Tennessee and MLK Jr. Boulevard. Whether you're thrifting for a one-of-a-kind statement piece, name brand jeans, or just browsing for the thrill of the find, America's Thrift offers unbeatable value with prices up to 70% off retail. Don't miss the deals, don't miss the fun. Come celebrate the grand opening of America's Thrift Stores in Murfreesboro. Visit americasthrift.com/Murfreesboro for all the details. This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. My team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. We've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
This is Primetime Sports, WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna, 1019, 100.5, AM 1450, WGNSSports.com, Big G TV, streaming video, and always at the game. The game. It's time for the Primetime Sports Countdown to the Game, sponsored by the Law Offices of John Day, working hard to help injured people in Rutherford County and Middle Tennessee. Since moving to Medical Center Parkway, they've helped thousands get legal help that they've needed when they've needed it the most. If you've been injured, go to johndaylegal.com for a free consultation. And remember, there are no fees unless they win your case. Now, let's join the Primetime Sports team for tonight's featured game from WGNS and Big G TV.
Well, welcome back to Smyrna's SRM Field at Robert L. Rake Stadium. Brian Barrett, Bill Hockenberry, Rod Edwards. A cast of thousands here tonight to see the Bulldog victory 42-0. They scored in every quarter, and the second half really kind of started to pour it on here. We're going to go over the scoring here in just a second. I'm going to give you a quick scoreboard, and then hopefully we'll get another score or two before we're finished here. But Eagleville is winning tonight, 26-0, pretty big. Oakland a winner over Stewart's Creek. Smyrna, of course, won. Blackman is up by 10 to start the fourth quarter. And Riverdale-Rockvale, that is a 2-score game with Riverdale up with 4:47, and that was of the last update. And PCA a winner tonight. So that's a quick update for you on the scoreboard. But first, before we get our final scoreboard tonight, it was 42-0 Smyrna Bulldogs victorious here, and we're going to take a look at your scoring. This is your Sir Pizza replays. So, first of all, we start off with the Smyrna Bulldogs scoring in the first quarter, the only score in the first quarter, and it came with 7:04 to play. Sturgis, who had a fine night for Smyrna, a 10-yard run to put them up 7-0. We go to the second quarter, and with 5:29 before half, Sturgis on this 1-yard plunge.
Replays.
They are going to go with the power I. They've got 4 in the backfield. And Sturgis just waltzes in there untouched for the touchdown. Bulldogs. Well, it was only fitting for him to get that. He was the workhorse on this entire drive, Bill.
Well, he really was. He's the one reason they got it down there, and thought he scored on the last play, and they rewarded him getting him that touchdown right there.
So it was 14-0 at halftime, but it did not take long for the one and only junior Travell Gordon to get going in the third quarter. With 8:52 to play in the third, here is a big 20-yard run by him.
Replays.
Go with Gordon. Powers his way to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. What a run by Travell Gordon, the junior, his third touchdown of the season. And an impressive opening drive of the second half.
Oh, Smyrna really just established that line right there, stayed with it. Other than the one penalty, just ran it down their throats and got into the end zone for that third score touchdown.
Now, if you thought that was something by Gordon, just wait till you hear how the Smyrna Bulldogs went up 28-0.
Replays.
Gordon just going to plow forward, breaks a tackle, 10. He's at the 20, foot race 30, foot race 40, 50, 40. 30, 20. Can he take it all the way? Yes, indeedly do. 97 yards. And there are no flags on the field. Travell Gordon. Second touchdown of the night, fourth of the season. And I dare say probably the longest of his career.
What a run by Gordon. Bounced off a couple of tacklers, and then it was just off to the house. It was just a foot race, and he won it to the end zone.
That made it 28-0, and we go to the fourth quarter and a couple of scores in the fourth. Hines with a 24-yard interception for the pick six, and defensive score makes it 35-0. And then it was Pitts on a long run to cinch it up with 2:24 to play in this ball game.
Replays.
And here is a long run by Malik Pitts. And Pitts is going to score the touchdown 27 yards away. Malik Pitts on the TD run. The sophomore finding the end zone. Extra points all good tonight. 42-0 your final score as the Smyrna Bulldogs have won the last 3 meetings with Laverne in shutout fashion. This one tonight, 42-0.
Sir Pizza.
That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNSSports.com. And for your next family night, don't forget Sir Pizza. From the traditional pepperoni to the signature royal feast, Queen's Feast, or King's Feast, Sir Pizza is ready to feed your hungry family. Sir Pizza on East Main, on South Church Street, and Memorial Boulevard. Plus, you can order your favorite pizza online at SirPizzaTN.com and on their app. Download to start earning rewards points.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
Before we continue, I've got to give you this update and get the reaction here. Siegel's Carson, an 18-yard scamper. 6:03 to play, gets the touchdown. It is Blackman 34, Siegel 31.
Wow. Wow.
6:03 to go. I kind of thought I'd get that reaction from you two. What a shootout going on at Siegel tonight, Blackman and Siegel. Siegel gets this win, or gets a win tonight in this game. That changes a lot of things that everybody thought.
It really does. and we've been waiting on Siegel's offense to start clicking, and it seems like tonight, this is the night they finally figured it out.
Well, that's going to be an interesting one to watch down the road. So I already know what Rod's going to say. He's going to pick a defensive SRM concrete solid performer. So we'll let him think about it a little more, but he doesn't really have to. Offensively tonight, who are you thinking, Smyrna or Laverne, or just what do you think?
There was a couple of standouts tonight for Smyrna. The Antoine Sturgis had 91 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight, and also his counterpart, Travell Gordon, his partner in crime, the 97-yard touchdown, and he also had another touchdown. So he had 140 total, combined over 200 yards. Let's give it to Travell Gordon and the Antoine Sturgis.
All right. I kind of thought you couldn't go wrong with those two for sure. Rod, what kind of night did Jerry Martin III have tonight?
Well, you're talking about, I know what Rod's thinking. Rod's not even thinking. Rod knows.
Well, I knew that. I'm just kidding.
Jerry Martin,
10
tackles, and he may have had more than those because some of them were mass groups, but sometimes he went in and it just blew up everybody. It was like a bowling ball going in and hitting the pins. And
even rolled up on some of his own players.
His own players are flying off. This guy's a monster in the middle. He is elite.
Most definitely. It's fun to watch him tonight. Our SRM concrete solid performers, the ones who gave their team the stability all game to get it done. Locally grown, nationally known, SRM Concrete. Well, let's start out with the defensive stats here in this one for Smyrna and Laverne. Hit us with those, Rod.
Okay, and for the Laverne Wolverines, Isaiah Thompson led the team in tackles with 5. Elijah Phillips had 4, and he had a fumble recover early, which prevented a score. Things could have been worse early. Kept delaying it back to the latter part of the second half. And then another big one was Isaiah Welch had 4 tackles, and he had a forced fumble and a forced recovery. We saw him bat it out of the runner's arm, and then he jumped on the ball and made the save, and that was on about the 20-yard line, his own 20. So that kept the score from happening. So again, delayed the game, the inevitable, basically, but outstanding play on his part. And then we had Kevin Ruiz and Frederick Mills, 2 linebacker and a defensive end. Both had 4 tackles, so that was the leading players for the Laverne Wolverines. And we'll save the big one for last, but here for the Smyrna Bulldogs, Anthony Staples had 4 tackles. Denzel Yarborough had a sack. Brody Hines really broke the back of pretty much settled the game when he had the pick 6. Also had 3 tackles with it. Noah Yeager had a fumble recovery. And then we have Sanders had almost the leading tackles. He had 8, so we have one with 8. And then we go to Mr. Jerry Martin III, had 10 tackles. He led last week for the team with 7, but he's pushed it up more tonight.
Well, that's your defensive stats. Fans Heating and Air, also winners' trophies, and JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates. What does it look like on the offensive side, Bill?
All right, Brian. The Smyrna Bulldogs improved to 4-5, 2-4 in region play tonight with a 42-0 win over the Laverne Wolverines. Tonight on offense for the Smyrna Bulldogs, for the team, they had 337 yards on the ground, 94 yards through the air for a total of 431 yards of offense. They also had 11 first downs. Individually for Smyrna, Travell Gordon had 140 yards on 6 carries and 2 touchdowns. DeAntoine Sturgis had 15 carries for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns as well. A.J. Jackson had 3 carries for 16 yards. I thought he did a really good job running the show at quarterback for the Bulldogs tonight. Tristan Davis had a carry for 46 yards, and Malik Pitts had 2 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Passing tonight for the Smyrna Bulldogs, A.J. Jackson was 7 of 9, 94 yards, really efficient running the offense tonight for the Bulldogs. Receiving tonight, Yanni Morales had 3 catches for 57 yards. Sakori Weathers had 2 catches for 38 yards. Andy Antoine Sturgis had a catch as well tonight for the Bulldogs, who improved once again to 4-5, 2-4 in region play. For the Laverne Wolverines, they dropped to 0-9, 0-6 in region play. They had tonight 78 yards rushing, 62 yards through the air for a total of 140 yards of offense. They had 8 first bank first downs. A lot of those were on penalties from Smyrna as well tonight. Individually for the Wolverines, Isaiah Thompson had 14 carries for 30 yards. Drayton DeMoss, 15 carries for 32 yards. Really thought he played hard for the Wolverines tonight. Michael Trotter had 2 carries for 14 yards, and De'Arian Hall had 1 carry for 2 yards for the Wolverines. Through the air, Drayton DeMoss had completed 1 pass for 22 yards, and Declan Hanlon completed 3 passes for 40 yards. Receiving for the Wolverines, Jackson Duncan had 2 catches for 26 yards, and Denham Hill had 2 catches for 36 yards. Once again, the Smyrna Bulldogs 42, Laverne Wolverines nothing, and if the scores hold up the way they are, looks like Smyrna may be playing for a playoff berth here in week number 11.
Yeah, it's going to depend a lot on how the Blackman-Siegel game goes, and that's the only game still out there. Riverdale game just went final with Rockvale 28-14. So that only leaves that one game still out there. So that is one big thing. But if Blackman holds on to win, it would be Smyrna playing for that. And, I think we'll know a lot once this score comes in, because Oakland is number 1 regardless, any way I can see it, even with a loss to Riverdale. Because one of the tiebreakers is Riverdale has a non-league loss. So it goes to overall record. But if Blackman has a loss in there, that puts 2 teams with, 2 losses overall.
Right.
And 1 in the league. So that would be really interesting. So we'll see about that, see what happens. But we do know that we're going to have a couple of dandies next week on Thursday night. It's the Battle of the Borough, and it's just like this game, and I know this was kind of a one-sided game tonight, but when you get rivals together, you see things like unsportsmanlike and chippy play and that kind of thing.
Right.
But it ought to be a good one.
Yes. So Stewart's Creek and Smyrna, that's a rival.
Sure.
That's part of the northern part of the county rival. They've been in the same league almost every year. I think for a little bit, Stewart's Creek was with the Murfreesboro group, and Smyrna wasn't.
And how weird is that? Because they're just right there. Right. But anyway, we don't try to make sense of regions anymore.
And then you got Blackman and Rockvale. If you get an upset, that's going to throw it. But then again, Siegel's they should win their next one because they're playing Laverne next. So there's just so many things still in the air, except we do know, like you said, Oakland's number 1. The other things have to settle itself.
Well, and you talk about, Bill, if Siegel comes off and pulls off the victory, they could rattle off 2 region wins in a row here, and,
And they move into 3rd place, possibly.
Yeah, and we've been waiting on the Siegel offense to kind of explode. Albie is a really hard runner. They have some weapons, and it seems like tonight that, they got a special teams play that run back for a touchdown. Siegel is a very dangerous team, which has already won a couple of other games. I think they beat Smyrna earlier in the season as well. So this game right here, Siegel could somehow pull this game out. Siegel could be right there knocking at the playoff door.
And Blackman's got it in front of them. They're probably playing knowing with a 3-point lead or wherever that game is right now that they win. They secure their number 2 seed and hosting a game.
But this is going to find out how tough are you
and that's
when
a big
it comes
deal.
down.
That's a huge deal hosting in that first round. You don't want to be on that road.
No.
Yeah. Well, going to be interesting. We'll got 2 games next week. Rest up, fellas. It's going to be a long week, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Wednesday night, MTSU hosts. So MTSU hosts a game Wednesday night.
Yep.
So good week of football.
Jacksonville State coming in. So we'll see what they've got. Hopefully the Blue Raiders can be back home and get a win. We'll hope for that. So we'll have that broadcast. So we'll wrap it up. Appreciate it, you too. Bill Hockenberry, Rod Edwards joining me here. And as we hand out thanks, Jonas Harmon and Micah Robeson doing our Big G TV coverage, and Jackson, what's his name? Oh, Smith. I got it wrong last week, so I thought I'd, play around a little bit. But anyway, so that's going to do it here for our coverage here this evening. Let me update your scoreboard, and we'll get you to the Friday Night Thunder scoreboard show until 11 o'clock with all the scores around the mid-state. Keep up with everything that's going on around Middle Tennessee. So Eagleville a win over Zion Christian tonight, 33-0. Big win for them. Only had a 1-touchdown lead after the first quarter. Really turned it on in the second half. Oakland defeats Stewart's Creek 49-0. It's 28-14. Riverdale a victory over Rockvale. Blackman 34, Siegel 31. 6 minutes to go, and that was several minutes ago. And I don't have a final, but I'm sure Friday Night Thunder will take care of business for that. Of course, in our game, 42-0, Smyrna the victor. And Providence Christian defeats Concord Christian 38-28. It was a come-from-behind win for PCA, and they'll play MTCS next Friday night. So you've got the MTSU game Wednesday versus Jack State, 6:30 kickoff. You've got the Battle of the Borough on Thursday. So you'll have a lot of coverage. Primetime sports at 5 o'clock. Then at 6 o'clock, Friday Night Thunder pregame show. And then 6:30 will be our countdown to the game from the game with Oakland and Riverdale. And then, of course, the contest. So be sure to join us for that. Friday night, Halloween. We're going to spend it with the Battle of the Airport Strip. It's MTCS and PCA. Coaches show in the morning. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner. John Dinkins will make a return. He's going to join us remotely and handle the first 3 interviews, and Bill will take the middle. I'll wrap it up tomorrow morning beginning at 9 o'clock, so hope you'll join us then. Hope you enjoyed our coverage tonight from Robert L. Rake Stadium, SRM Field. Thanks to Dr. Sherry Sutherland, Billy Harris, and everybody here, Jeff Shipley, everybody who made our night very comfortable here at Smyrna. So that's it. So long, everybody, until the next time we meet at the game.
Thanks for joining us for tonight's high school sports action on WGNS and Big G TV. Visit WGNSSports.com later to download, watch, or listen to the full podcast of the game. And be sure to check the site for details for the next State Farm Prep Sports broadcast. The station manager of WGNS is Brian Barrett, Primetime Sports Director John Dinkins, and the executive producer of Big G TV, Dalton Barrett. A big thank you to all the sponsors who made tonight's broadcast possible. This has been a Primetime Sports presentation on the Good Neighbor Network.
Next, another special News Radio WGN